Hi, this is what you're looking at. Today we have the airsoft gun review of the Tactical Force CO2 airsoft blowback pistol. Hope you enjoy the video.
This What You're Looking At production is brought to you by Airsoft Station. Dominate the battlefield.
As you saw from the beginning of the video, this gun has been provided to me by airsoftStation.com. From what I see here, I haven't opened it up yet. Really nice gun though, nice and heavy. They've been nice enough to provide me with 5 CO2 tanks. They are the 12 gram. They're pretty much the standard you're going to use for any airsoft CO2 gun. So we're just going to start off here by looking at the packaging. By the way, this is available under the CO2 airsoft pistol section on the website, and it is available for $59.95. And while you're there, make sure to buy the CO2, and then you can use the coupon code to save $5, and you'll see all that at the in the description of the video. Okay, starting off here, as you see, it says Tactical Force on the front. They like to be, they like to emphasize things on the package, like they have blowback here. The velocity, it says 400 feet per second. That's usually with a .12, so you're probably going to get about 310 to 320 with .20s, which is what you should use in here, so that should be perfect for the airsoft field. Down here, they got all the features. They got, say, blowback, metal slide, the velocity, magazine capacity is 15. It has a double action hammer, fiber optic sights, says which CO2 to use, metal barrel, metal parts, 6mm airsoft. And then of course you got all your warnings right here. Flip it onto the back, pretty much the same thing, all the features, shows you how to put the CO2 in. So really nice packaging, it's not in any gun case, but at least it's packed in there nice and tight and the labels are good. Okay, now let's take this out the package and get the initial look at the airsoft gun itself. Okay, initial feel of the gun, really nice. As you see, it doesn't have a humongous orange tip, so that's always nice, just nice and low profile. The whole slide up here at the top is what gives this gun the weight. That is full metal, and then you have the polymer. This whole bottom receiver is polymer. It's not ABS. You can feel it feels really good. And if you can tell by this gun, this is pretty much modeled after a Glock, but of course you can't really keep it exactly because of trademark purposes and licensing. But really nice gun. It makes it light with the polymer receiver on the bottom, and then having the slide metal just gives it that nice quality. Fiber optic sights, can't go wrong. Looks good for the day and night. Trigger, double action. You can't push it down unless you got the middle piece pushed down, and that's what it sounds like. And just like on most CO2 non-blowbacks, in this case this is a blowback though, of course, you got the safety right here on the side. You push it in. Wait. You see, the trigger doesn't engage even though it goes all the way. You push it down and over, trigger can engage. Coming over here on the side, you've got sort of a trademark. You really can't see right here. It says Combat. Well, you probably can. It'd probably be something to highlight, something nice to see there. So that's nice to see. You can rack back when you don't have a BB in, just like how most gas blowbacks go. And then that's one thing about this gun, you push the magazine catch forward, and it's not like there's a super strong spring behind it, but who knows, who really needs a really strong spring behind the magazine catch? As long as it catches, it does its job, it's nice. Going to the magazine, it's this whole piece right here, the feeding part is full metal, spring and everything. The only piece that's not metal is the bottom. This is polymer, really good material. Goes nice into the gun. And correct me if I'm wrong though, if this ain't polymer, it's a really good nylon fiber. Really nice and textured. As you see the grips right here, they've got that gritty, sandy feel to both sides. And then you got the profiles for your fingers right here. Magazine catch, as you see it go in and out. It ain't cheap, like you can only just see one side. So that's nice. And even with the magazine being like this sounds nice going into the gun. It ain't cheap. It ain't going to break anytime soon. Also, you got your Tactical Force right there. And then you have it on the other side. Okay, taking the magazine out, This is where the CO2 canister would go in at. You pop the button on the bottom right here, it says push, and you pretty much put the CO2 in right here. But before you do that, you got to turn the bottom piece out. I'm going to go ahead and do that in a second. Pretty much so far, really nice gun. Now I'm going to show you how to load the CO2 in. Okay, as I said, you completely unscrew the thing at the bottom. So you look in here, and it's down far enough to put the CO2 in. Make sure the CO2 reaches the nozzle up here in the front. And then you get the piece here at the bottom, and you just start screwing it up. And screw it in nice and tight, because you want to have a nice air seal here. Get that in nice, good. Close the bottom, and you're ready to shoot. Here's the initial test of the blowback. As you see, there you go. Goes forward, stays back when you're out, just like on any real Glock or any real gun. That's a nice feature. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to load the magazine here, and then we're going to shoot with actual BBs. Okay, this magazine is just like my old CO2 pistol I had. You can load it two ways. The harder way is loading it in one by one at the top, but the easier way, the magazine spring, the BB guide as I like to call it, it can go all the way down, lock into place, and then you got a hole right here you can just shoot BBs through. You can use a BB speed loader if you like, and especially a magazine like this, only put a few in at a time. After you're done, put your speed loader to the side, magazine's loaded, you can put that into the gun, now you're ready to shoot. Now we're going to do the initial shooting test of the gun itself. Okay, here's the look down the sights here. Let me see if I can get that up for you. There you go. As I said, fiber optic sights, not bad at all, look really good. Also want to mention right here, another grooved textured piece you can put your finger at. So there's many ways you can hold an airsoft gun. So here we go, initial shooting test. Okay, there you go. Okay, in conclusion here, the Tactical Force CO2 blowback pistol, really good gun, $59.95 on airsoft.station.com. Remember, when you spend over $60, $5 off coupon code is GOA 5 off. Works every time. Pretty much that's pretty much my reference to you going there. Helps you save $5. Helps me in the process. Really nice gun. Of course, all guns aren't perfect, so I'm going to cover the two cons here that do not mess up performance at all. It's purely aesthetics, and they both have to do with the magazine release. As I said, $60 gun, though, you can't go wrong. The two cons here, as you see, when you put it back and you push a slide to release or the slide to go forward, there's really no kick at all. There's a weak spring behind there, but don't worry about that. When you shoot the gun, there's still a really, really good blowback to it. Just really nice blowback on it still. You still get that recoil. It's just the slide release itself when it goes forward. Also, when you're shooting, your slide might go back. Like say after 4 or 5 shots, you'll see that on the first part of my shooting test. You'll end up shooting and boom, it goes back. Even with the slide back though, you can still shoot the BBs out. But if you want the recoil to keep going, you can use either your right thumb or your left thumb as you're shooting to hold down the slide release, and that'll keep the slide going forward, so you still got the recoil action. And then of course, after 15 shots, you'll know you're out. So as I said, you can't go wrong. If I wanted to, I would go ahead and buy another one of these myself. Dual wheel, do something. Really nice gun. As I said, magazine holds 15. If you want to buy a couple more, go ahead and do that too. But of course, as I said, when you go to the website, buy the gun and some CO2, and then use that coupon code to save $5 off. This has been a What You Looking At production. Today's airsoft gun review is brought to you by airsoft.station.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is What You Looking At. I'm out.